Week's main news. Supreme Court does not fulfill bloggers' appeal. Roundtable regarding political prisoners conducted. Vügar Safarli's lawsuit against Khural newspaper accepted for consideration. Prosecutor asks for 6-month imprisonment for person who beat journalist. Appellate court ignores expert opinion. Economical development of country is under influence of oil factor.
Today, the 19th of August, a hearing was held in the Supreme Court on the cassation appeal of US bloggers Emin Milli and Adnan Hajizadeh. Supreme Court Chairman Ali Seyfaliyev chaired the hearing. The bloggers' defense lawyers Sahan Ashurov and Elton Guliyev stated plaintiff Mehfali Gurbanov, journalists, monitors, and diplomatic corps representatives took part in the hearing. Defense lawyers said that the verdict issued by the lower courts are unfounded. When they adopted the decision, they did not consider evidence provided by the defendants, the bloggers' personality, or their family situation. The lawyers asked the court to annul the decision of the lower courts and to issue criminal verdicts against the judge who issued those decisions. State plaintiff Mehfali Gurbanov said that the cassation complaint was unfounded and asked the court to uphold the decisions. The judge left for deliberation and said that the verdict would be issued in several hours. Upon returning from deliberation, the judge announced that the bloggers' appeal was not fulfilled and the verdict to keep them imprisoned was upheld. Lawyer Sahan Ashurov told journalists that they would soon file an appeal in the European Court of Human Rights regarding the bloggers' case. On the 19th of August, in the press center of the Institute for Reporters for Women's Safety, the Committee to Defend the Rights of Political Prisoners conducted a roundtable regarding the problem of political prisoners in Azerbaijan. Former political prisoners and representatives of prisoner families participated in the roundtable. The representatives of political prisoners' families stated that persecutions against their relatives and the court decisions are unfounded and politically motivated. Family members of several people who are related to Seyyed Adashbeyev's case, Postmayor Emin Ahmedbeyev's Sportnigar Ahmedbeyeva, Shovga Ahmedov's daughter Lale Ahmedova, and other people made speeches in the event. Thus, committee members said that there are various lists regarding political prisoners in Azerbaijan. They suggested creation of experts council to investigate the list in this council and the creation of common prisoner list to eliminate this problem. In addition, the representatives of political prisoners' families recommended to the families who share the same fate with them to be clothed and not withdraw in front of pressure, insult, or smear. They said that they are sure that they will win if they are together. Then a letter that was addressed to every political prisoner by the committee was unveiled, and it was requested to deliver this letter to political prisoners by members of their family.
Today, the 20th of August, in the Nermanov District Court, under the chairmanship of Judge Akif Ismailov, a preliminary hearing was held on the lawsuit of the State Support Fund for Development of Mass Media under the President of Azerbaijan Republic Executive Director Vügar Safarli against Khural newspaper. The plaintiffs' representatives Aydin Karimov and Rashad Rahimov and defendant Khural newspaper editor-in-chief Avaz Zeynalli participated in the hearing. Avaz Zeynalli filed a motion for Vügar Safarli to take part in the hearings. The plaintiffs' representatives objected to the motion, however, the judge fulfilled it. The judge did not give permission to take pictures or film during the hearing and scheduled the next hearing on this case for the 13th of September at noon. After the preliminary hearing, Avaz Zeynalli told Objective TV that Vügar Safarli claimed that his honor and dignity were offended by the expression press butcher that was in the article Ilham Aliyev is not the president of Khural newspaper published in Khural's 25-31 July issue, and filed a lawsuit demanding for refutation to be published in the newspaper and for 10,000 manat in compensation. Avaz Zeynalli added that the lawsuit is unfounded. The plaintiff's representative Aydin Karimov did not want to speak regarding the lawsuit. On the 20th of August, in the Sebail District Court, under the chairmanship of Judge Kamale Amirkhanova, a hearing was held on the criminal case under Article 221, hooliganism of the Criminal Code against Aziz Ahmadov, who physically injured journalist Zulfigar Khairkhabar. Zulfigar Khairkhabar's representative Fariz Namazlı, Aziz Ahmadov, and state plaintiff Yusuf Samandarov took part in the hearing. Yusuf Samandarov asked the court to sentence Aziz Ahmadov to 6 months in prison. Lawyer Fariz Namazoglu said that a representative from the Ministry of Emergency Situations was at the scene of the incident and there are witness accounts proving this. He then added that the evidence on the case has not been researched carefully. Defendant Aziz Ahmadov delivered final speech. The judge scheduled the last hearing to announce the decision for 23rd August at noon. On 18 February 2010, Zulfigar Khairkhabar, who worked as a correspondent in Salam News Agency, was subjected to physical harassment when he tried to acquire information regarding the explosion that happened at the Karvan Tea House. Zaur Gafarov, who presented himself as the owner of the cafe, insulted Khairkhabar and hindered his work as a journalist. Then a Ministry of Emergency Cases employee pushed Khairkhabar and tried to carry him from the area. After this, Aziz Ahmadov beat him. Today, in the appellate court, the appeal of Russian citizen Abbasov Suleiman to change the pre-trial detention against him was considered under the chairmanship of Judge Jamal Ramazanov. The judge upheld the decision of the Sabail District Court to keep Abbasov in prison, although he suffers from several illnesses. Abbasov's lawyer Elman Suleymanov said that this decision is unfounded and that they have health records to prove his client is ill. According to the lawyer, Abbasov's life is in danger and the investigative groups and courts will be held responsible if he dies. Suleymanov added that they will send an appeal to the European Court of Human Rights. The state plaintiff left the court without commenting on the case. Elmar Suleymanov and human rights defender Rasul Jafarov held a press conference several days ago and assessed the decision of the court regarding Abbasov Suleyman as a torture victim. On the 19th of August, in the conference hall of the Caspian Plaza, the Center for Economic Researches conducted a presentation of booklets that were prepared as a result of their investigation. The investigation was financed by the Open Society Institute. The booklet's Budget Guide of Citizen 2010 and Economical Development Models of Azerbaijan gives people visual notions regarding ways to achieve social welfare. According to the authors of the investigation, long-term perspective of microeconomical balance rejects exceptional expectations from 400 billion oil revenues. In addition, balance is also violated between demand and offers. In addition, inactive society loses its immunity against social, economical, and political calls. The budget that depends on oil increases imbalance of indicators between import and export operations in the non-oil sector. Moreover, government wants to develop non-oil sector on the account of oil money. This causes ineffective expenses and corruption. According to economists, in countries like Azerbaijan, oil mills should be spent as interest of capital in the international financial structures. Spending oil money on social targets is not called economic development, it is depression.